Hello everyone, Ginger Squatch. As you can see from the background, I'm back at my recording area, back home after being able to retrieve all of the shrapnel out of my ex-wife's 1.5 liter turbo four-cylinder in the 2016 Chevy Malibu, and um, she was able to get a replacement pump, but I well, the original one, I went ahead and disassembled it to kind of do an autopsy on it, and the thing that I noticed is just how small the oil passage is. Um, actually, uh, here, motor.com actually has a picture of it. Now, the arrow is pointing to the drive assembly or drive lug, which actually slots into the um the the vacuum uh the vacuum impeller assembly itself. Now it's fed by let's see here. Come on. There we go. All right, now you can see my cursor. It's fed by this oil channel, and that oil channel is I don't even think that this toothpick would be able to fit through it. Um and then where this screen is right here, that opening is about the size of the stick for this cotton swab. So, what I did was with the new one, the main inlet, I opened it up to about uh, that, which is a paintbrush that you would use on for building models. It's actually a tester's uh, paintbrush. But yeah, I went from that to that. Um, and then this, the the oil feed that goes to the impeller area, I actually opened up from the about the size of the actually I think it's smaller than a toothpick to about the size of a cotton swab. And for those of you that are going to say, oh, that's going to do this, that, and the other, well, you know what? Here's my whole thing, and I'm going to pose this question to you. There's already issues with these things in that um, they are just self-destructing, and they're seizing up, and it's being stated by GM that they're claiming that it's a lack of oiling. Well, here's my question to you. If it's a lack of oiling, how big is the oil feed that's going to that extremely important system? Do you have a decently sized oil feed going to it so that way it's able to get oil even with all of the coking that is happening because of the start stop and the oil sitting in the turbo feed line when the engine is stopped and the feed line runs between the block and the turbo center cartridge and is right next to the exhaust turbine housing. So there's that. So it's causing the oil to coke and it will clog up that guy right there. And once it does that, it starves the vacuum pump of oil, and it just literally self-destructs. Um, Now the funny thing is there is actually a channel drilled into the housing, or I should say, machined into the housing, where the impeller drive assembly, the center drive assembly, goes through the housing for the oiling of the impeller assembly. At which point, that should be your restriction, not going to it. And you know what? Yeah, it could cause some sort of issue with maybe foaming the oil, but I haven't seen that yet. And the car's been running. It it's been back up and running, and it's the oil pressure's been fine. Well, you go on somewhere. The cats are acting crazy, but oil pressure seems to be reading out fine and everything. So a prospective fix for this might actually be to drill out the oil feed in order to increase the volume of oil going to that oiling. I don't know if I would call it a slot, because it's not actually, it's, I don't know what it is. All that I know is that I have a much larger volume of oil going to it than was done by the machining from the OEM. So I will keep you guys update, but I have the strange feeling that this is going to alleviate the issues with oiling for this pump. So let's see what happens with this. And if it does alleviate the issue, then we know what GM's problem was. What are you? I have a cat losing its mind. What are you doing? Okay, sorry. But we'll know what the issue is. They, in their design, they didn't factor in the coking of the oil from the start-stop, and the fact that the turbo is going to hold a massive amount of heat, which is just going to bake the engine oil. And then the very small oil feed galleries in this device. So I will keep you guys updated on how it goes. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's just, it's a shame that these things are destroying people's vehicles. But nonetheless, I will see you guys later. I'm not gonna do all the like, subscribe, and all that mess, because this is something that's more important than that. This is something that needs to get out there, and we need to see if maybe if someone could build some sort of a test bench and see if by drilling out the oil feeds, the oil inlet and the oil feed to the to the vacuum rotor assembly itself, if it actually stops uh, the rotor from seizing in the housing, and actually increases the life of of the unit. So, uh, this is such a mess, but I will see you guys later.